banned you both in case you want to go do stuff. Let's have a look at these patch notes. Pardon me. Alright, Fardine, have a good dinner. Alright, first thing we're going to do. We have a trailer for the new game mode. So let's watch that first. And Mr. Prod can plug his ears if he doesn't want to watch it early, because he's going to watch it with you guys a little bit later on. I'm trying to think what's the best way to do this. Okay. So we have a new trailer. Let's see if this is on YouTube, because it's going to look way better on YouTube than Twitter. Deep of Night overview. Oh, there it is. It's on my feed. Yep, there it is. Found it. Alright, this is the new trailer for the new game mode. So get comfy, 'cause it's 4 minutes long. I'll get my chat up on my phone so I can see you there. And then we'll watch this, and then we'll have a good look at the patch notes. And see what we got ready for this coming out tomorrow. I think it comes out at like 8 PM Pacific Standard tonight, which is like 3 AM for us. So we will be sleeping. Alright, let me make sure you can hear this. Oh yeah, we hear that.
The endless night descends upon Lim.
Okay, we hear it. Alright, Sigba, no worries. Thank you for hanging out for at least one, though. Alright, let's check out this trailer.
The endless night descends upon Limveld. Deep of Night is a high difficulty mode added to Elden Ring Nightreign.
Alright, here we go.
Using the skills honed through countless nights, navigate through Limveld, teeming with enhanced enemies, and challenge the Night Lords. In Deep of Night, the target Night Lord will not be revealed until the battle begins.
Randomized.
The ongoing shifting Earth at the Round Table hold will not be reflected. You will need to adapt flexibly to changing situations in battle. It is advisable to prepare relic presets in advance to be ready for each Night Lord fight.
Wait, so with them saying that, does that mean we get to pick our relics once we realize what hero we're playing? So it said preset all of them so you prepare them for whatever fight you're doing. So that would tell me that you go in and then pick your relics, right? That would be my assumption. Let's listen to that again.
It is advisable to prepare relic presets in advance.
Yeah.
To be ready for each Night Lord fight.
Prepare preset relics so you are ready for each Nightreign fight. That's all they give us. Okay. They're like, get prepared, bitch.
In Deep of Night, enemies that are stronger than usual will appear. And even more powerful variants will stand in the way as threats to Nightfarers.
That's a red humping pumpkin. Oh, there he is. To the replies in Twitter, it's just this guy. Everyone's just replying with a screenshot of this guy. That is a very scary bell-bearing hunter. He is real, and we get to get bullied by him tomorrow.
Way as threats to Nightfarers. However, new weapons will also be available to Nightfarers.
New weapons, eh?
You can obtain weapons with multiple additional effects by defeating mutants and other challenges. And there are also weapons with even more powerful effects. Since these weapons also come with detrimental effects, blindly acquiring them could put you at a disadvantage.
Yeah, because now you have poison buildup. Yeah.
If you can selectively choose and utilize effects with future battles in mind, you might gain enhancements that make even powerful enemies insignificant.
Wait a second.
Enhancements that make even powerful enemies insignificant.
Oh no, it was the Munchkin. I thought he had a madness bow then.
In order to obtain weapons and enhancements,
I got excited.
use face-off and defeat the variants.
Oh, I see. So they're always red. And yeah, no worries, Sigma. We'll have lots of time.
Another power granted to Nightfarers is the Depths relics, which can be obtained in Deep of Night. Depths relics are effective only in Deep of Night, featuring new effects and detrimental effects not found in existing relics.
Ooh,
New
they're
relics
red.
can be placed in 3 newly unlocked slots,
Mm.
allowing for greater tactical flexibility when used in combination with existing relics.
Cool. That's a chunky build now.
In Deep of Night, you can increase your rating by defeating the Night Lords to reach the next depth. As the depth increases, enemy strength escalates.
Red-eyed Loretta does not look like a good day. She's gonna take so long to kill at low level.
You cannot see the locations of key points on the map,
Huh.
or where the target Night Lord is unknown. Locations of key points.
Mr. Prod.
Yeah.
Level 3 and above takes away all of our heals on the map.
No heals?
There's no heals on the map. We have to find them. It said it takes away key parts of the map, so you have to remember in your eyes of where they spawn.
That means my playthrough where I play without the map will come in handy.
Yeah.
I don't remember anything.
You have to start learning all the heals are, chat. Looks like all of the towers as well are taken off. Oh yeah, no
You may
camps at
encounter
all.
Situations where you cannot see the locations of key points on the map, or where the target Night Lord is unknown.
Ooh, it's not going to tell us who the target is at all until the end. That's fun.
Sometimes an ever-dark sovereign will appear on the 3rd day, making the battles even more chaotic. Combine the new elements to skillfully boost your player character. Coordinate with your allies. Define your own play skills. And challenge the boundless darkness.
Interesting. Do you hear that little end bit as well? They brushed over it so fast. Where was it? I think it was here.
Sometimes an ever-dark sovereign will appear on the 3rd day.
Sometimes an ever-dark sovereign will appear on the 3rd day to make it extra difficult. Does that mean we have to fight 2 end bosses?
Making the battles even Sometimes an ever-dark sovereign will appear on the 3rd day, making the battles even more chaotic.
I feel like that tells me... Yeah, a second enhanced boss appears. Oh, great. Okay, cool. Well, hopefully they don't gank us together. Alright, that is the trailer for the new game mode, which comes out tomorrow. Now let's have a little look at all the patches that we've had in preparation for that. And yeah, the rumor is that once you get to like stage 4, everything is enhanced bosses. So if a second appears, it in theory would be a second enhanced, right? Who knows? Who knows? I guess we'll see. But that would be very scary. Alright, I got a lot of reading to do today. We have a lot of patch notes. See if we can get through them real quick. Patch notes for 1.02.2. We have a lot of changes for like each character. You can see that they really want to try and, I don't know, make this as balanced as possible. So we will see how they do. Alright, first one for all the Nightfarers. We have Wilder. Increased poise while casting Claw Shot, which I think is going to be awesome. And increased stamina damage dealt by Claw Shot to blocking enemies. So we should be able to do a lot more poise with that now. And I'm really happy that we have more poise when casting, because I get knocked my butt all the fucking time. So I'm real happy about that one. That'll be a nice addition. Then we got Guardian, my boy. He's had a few pretty nice buffs. We have increased strength and dexterity gained when leveling up. We're gonna have to wait for like a Zully video, someone to work out exactly what that is. But it'd be interesting to see how much more strength and dex we're getting. Increase the Steel Guard passive ability when... let me say that again. Increased the Steel Guard passive ability angle range. So apparently it's not fully 360, but it's I'm hoping at least, the corners, I hope we're getting at least a good 120. So we should be able to do way more guarding and not getting hit in the ass as much. So I'm excited about that. We will play a bit of Guardian after this and we'll see how it feels. We also had increase the range of the Wings of Salvation Ultimate Art weapon portion. I don't know why that needed buffing, but I'll take it. So it's even bigger now, the ultimate. That'll be fun to see. And then we also have the increased attack power of Halbert Guard Counter, which is that little proc that you do at the end. It'd be nice to see how much that does, because at the moment it doesn't do that much. So it doesn't feel that useful in a trio. But I do see a lot of people like pretty much soloing the game using that. So it's okay in solos. It's just not as... it wasn't as powerful when you're doing it as a trio. So maybe it's a little better now. We'll definitely give that a go. Next, we have the Duchess. Increased dex gain when leveling up. Be the same as him. We'll have to see how much extra that is. I'm sure it's not a crazy amount though. We also have increase the attack power of some dagger attacks. I'm assuming that's probably going to be the light R ones. But we've also had a decrease of the two-hand dagger's second heavy attack. So your second heavy, which is normally the most powerful. Let's see. That has been decreased. I have her right here, so let's see. Do we see the numbers on him? I think we do. Hey, buddy. Okay. 1. Ooh, so now it's like a 275 and then a 249, so... Hey, stay still. Stay still. Wait, why am I just do this? It still does pretty decent damage, to be fair. I'm not sure how much it was doing before, but it's still doing a good, like, 300 or more. Alright, let me get out of his way before he wakes up and gets pissed at me. So regardless, it's still doing a nice chunk. It doesn't feel too bad. We also have, this change does not affect charged attacks. Oh, that changes everything. Wait. So it's not charged R2s, it's normal R2s. Ah, it's that attack. I see. So it's that one. Seems to do like 100 now. Yeah, it's like 100, 150. Well, how much damage that was doing before. It is very fast, to be fair. If that was doing a lot of damage, I could see that being a bit of an issue. And final one for her was increase the duration of your final ultimate art, which is her invisibility. I wish they would tell us, by the way, like how much they've buffed it by. Like, we're nerds, we want to know the actual percentages. But we will definitely see in the upcoming days. We'll give it a good count. All right, Raider, my boy. Increase the Great Axes and Great Hammer ability to stagger enemies with attacks. I feel like it was already doing pretty good, but I'm always happy to take an extra buff. Maybe that shows how scary this new game mode is, that they're buffing Raider too. And then also increase the attack power of, or the attack range of Retaliation skill, which is your punch that you get after you've taken some damage. And you do miss with that quite regularly, so that's nice. I like that one. We'll have a good check of that and see just how good it is. All right, Revenant. Adjusted the transparency of Revenant's summoned spirits. Oh, they've been changed. I didn't think they were too distracting, to be honest. They seemed okay. And then players can now pass through the spirits, which is, I think, great. Damn it, they should have done this to Raider. Miyazaki. Raider's ability we need to be able to walk through. 100%. Alright, that's cool. Hopefully they'll do that to Raider soon as well. Recluse also had just a couple of buffs. Increase the offensive spell attack power of Magic Cocktail. Magic Cocktail is her ability, right, where she takes all the elements. And also just decrease the time required to cast the spells after using it. Which I feel is definitely going to be gonna feel real nice in this new mode when there's things that are terrifying running at you. So I'm sure those will feel good. And Executor, last one. Increase attack power while Curse Sword is in use. Also, increase the attack power of the Curse Sword weapon skill when the skill is in use and the blade isn't unleashed. So he's had some pretty big buffs. And increase the attack power of some attacks while Aspect of the Crucible Beast is active. So I'm assuming that's probably going to be his smaller attacks, right? But he's had I would say that's the biggest boost out of anyone. Just like all of his main abilities all being buffed. So he's going to feel nice. I guess we'll see Sigabru will be the one that'll be able to tell us how he feels. Because I am useless at him. Alright, now on to the chunky bit. There's some chunky stuff in this. We have weapons, passive effects, and special effects adjustments. Increase the stagger damage while with dual-wielding jump attacks for some small and medium weapons. So increasing the stagger of dual-wielding smaller attack weapons, which would be nice. Decreasing the stagger damage while dual-wielding jumping attacks for large weapons. No! Oh, no. My baby. Alright, we'll see how bad that is later. I had a feeling this was coming when I saw the increase. So they're trying to force us to use other weapons than just dual-wielding large jumping attacks. Okay, fine. Increase the potency of Death Status element when using Eclipse Hotel. Mr. Prod thought that maybe they'd buff this to help with Libra. So I guess we'll see how good that feels next time. Set a cap on the accumulation effect of Power of Vengeance and Power of House Maris passive effect and adjusted their potency accordingly. So yeah, they took away the glitch. They took away the glitch, but it's just making this weapon as strong as possible. So we'll see, because there's been many times From have patched something out and we've worked our way to do it. So we'll see. We'll see if it's completely gone. But for now, they've tried their best to get rid of that bug. And the last one, adjusted the stagger effect of guard counter triggering Holy Burst passive explosion to ensure that it doesn't reset the enemy's posture break status. Huh. I didn't realize it was doing that. I do have that on when we're doing Guardian. So hopefully that'll be breaking people's guards a lot more now. It's funny when you find a bug that you didn't even realize was probably making your life hard. So hopefully we'll be breaking guards a lot more of that now. Especially with the little buff that it's had as well. Alright, on to Relic Effects. Adjusted the effect Wilder Standard Attack Enhanced Fiery Greatsword. It now consumes stamina when performing our second Artorias Whirly Slash. I'm sure it wouldn't be a crazy amount, but that could be an issue if you've already got no stamina and then you're just stuck there. So you have to be a little bit more careful when you're using that now. Also increase the attack power of Wilder's Fire Spread. And last one for Wilder. Adjusted the effect of activation of fire spread so that the burn effect does not vary between one-handed to two-handed. So apparently there was a glitch where if you were two-handing Wilder's ultimate, you would do damage. I remember seeing a video, you do more damage. I saw a video on it on YouTube, like a short, where they were saying it was like one of the only characters where the two-handing was doing something. So From probably saw that video too, and this has now been taken off. Increase the duration extension of extending duration of weak points. I don't fully understand how that works, by the way. Does extending the duration mean that once we break it, we do more damage?
No, it makes it so that the mark lasts longer, so you have more time to try to break it.
But why would you want more time to break it? Don't you just want to break it and do damage?
No, because sometimes it takes a while to break. So, like, it's not, like, instant or anything, right? So the more time you have to break it, the more of a chance. Because sometimes you just don't break it.
I see. Because I have it on, but sometimes it makes me wonder if just having this on means it takes longer to break.
No, it gives you more time.
It just gives you more time to break. I see. Okay, that makes more sense. So now that's been put even longer, so I guess we'll see how that feels. This one I'm happy about. Increase the potency of continuous HP recovery. I'm probably the only person in the world that uses that. So I'm happy that that's back and doing a bit more damage. Hopefully that's a nice boost now. Increase the potency of HP for sword using boluses. There's probably another effect that no one really uses on purpose. But I guess we'll see how much that is. Maybe in these new game modes, using the balls might save your ass. Increase the potency of recluses. Activating ultimate art raises HP. Ooh, I guess we'll see how much extra boost that is. I think that affects all of you, right? From what I remember. Change recluse. Activating ultimate art raises HP so that the HP increase persists until the attack is received, even after the art's duration ends. I see. Okay. So now you can do that and it doesn't just vanish. You keep that HP until the attack. Alright, last couple. Increase the amount of runes obtained from critical hits. Earn runes. Oh, nice. So instead of 2, it's going to be 5 now. Sweet. Can't wait to fucking test that. I will put it on though. Remind me. We'll put it on. We'll see how many runes it is per hit. Who knows? Maybe it'll be epic. Increase the potency of HP restoration upon Pacific weapon type attacks. They're giving us all the HP boosting stuff. You know this new game is going to be scary. Increase the potency of FP restoration on attack. And also reduce the duration of improved poison damage negation when knocked back by an attack. Okay. So they gave and they took away. They took away our damage negation. Okay, interesting. Final little adjustment here. Adjusted the visibility of Rykard's Rancored Sorcery. I was just using that. It didn't actually look that much different. It's just as loud. Oh no, I was using the other one. Never mind. I'll take that back. I haven't seen Rykard's yet. We will see if we can find it in the world and test it. Alright, and then we just got a couple little boss changes. Sentient Pest. Increased attack and stamina attack power against guarding Nightfarers while possessed by the Animus. Adjusted and modified the attack actions of Animus. Adjusted and modified the attack actions. Does that mean they've changed some of the movesets? That's what I would take from that. But this is the Everdart version, so we're not going to see him yet. Reduce the stagger duration when Nightfarer is hit by some attacks. That's always nice. But this one I take as they've changed the attacks, right? They've done something with the attacks. So, I guess we'll see. Who have we got right now? It's Dog, right? And Gapey Boy? Yeah, Gaping Jaw and the puppies. We haven't had Sentient Pest in a while. He might be back next time. Alright. Libra. We've got a couple of Libra changes. Adjusted the effect granted to summon condemned Nightfarers so it can be dispelled by laws of aggression. Ooh, that's kind of cool. See, now use laws of aggression on them. That's actually like a reason to have it, which is nice. Increase the enhancements granted by the light dropped by defeating condemned Nightfarers. That's nice. So we get more buff for killing them now. Reduce the attack power of condemned Guardian. Was it really Guardian that was the scariest? Hey, Pord, thank you so much for the raid. Hopefully you had a good stream. How was Silksong? We're just going through some of the patch notes and seeing that they nerfed the Guardian summon in Libra. We also have removed the effect that increased damage negation upon resummoning condemned. I guess that's at least going to help us a little bit. Silksong was great. Love exploring the game. Beautiful, beautiful. It does look very, very beautiful. The music's so good as well. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Alright, last little couple for Libra. Reduce the death status effect resistance of Nightfarers. And then they've also buffed the Eclipse Shotel. So that should be nice. Adjusted the reaction of condemned Nightfarers to a player character's ranged attacks. Adjusted their reaction. Does that mean they're going to dodge more? I really hope not. And adjusted the target priority of condemned Nightfarers under specific combat rules. Okay, that's very ominous. And the last little note we have is, we have confirmed an issue where condemned Nightfarers summoned during this fight may not be rendered under specific conditions. We will address this in a future update. I haven't seen that before, personally. I hadn't seen them not render in. Does that mean you can't hit them? Does that mean they're there but they're not there? I don't know. Interesting. But I guess we'll see if we notice that next time. And yeah, we did watch the trailer. It looks really interesting. They threw a couple of curveballs in there for us to work out, like no camps and heals on the map at level 4 and stuff. That's going to be fun to get used to. And maybe having double endgame boss seemed to be a hint there as well. So I guess we'll see. Almost there, almost at the end. Dark Drift Knight, Everdark got increased the HP and stamina attack power against guarding Nightfarers and increase the attack power of some attacks. This makes me a little sad, by the way, that they've increased the HP and stamina attack power against guarding. So they buffed Guardian and then made all the other fucking characters harder to block against. A little bit sad, but that's okay. Maybe they thought it was too easy at some points. Alright, final little bit, even though we do have a lot of bugs. Final little important bit. Other enemies. Adjusted the reaction to player character ranged attacks of condemned Nightfarers that appear during events. Adjusted the reaction to player characters' ranged attacks. To me, that means they're just going to dodge, right? Which doesn't sound like fun. I'm assuming that's what they mean. That they're now going to actually react to you being further away. Just so I isn't useless. I thought it was going to be the opposite, or make him even harder to use. Are they going to just dodge him all the time now? Or are they going to make it easier? I guess we'll see. Were they always just dodging? I guess I didn't notice that when we were using I. Maybe, yeah, it's like you said, they'll dodge less now and he can actually do something. Hopefully we'll get him back in a week or two and then we can test it. This one I'm really happy about. Added a stagger reaction when strong attacks such as ultimates hit Red Wolf of Radagon. Because he's a pain in the ass and he never stops moving. So that one's really good. I'm super happy about that one. And fixed a bug where some attacks of the marionette soldiers were less likely to hit player characters. Uh-oh. So they made those stronger. Maybe all the flailing was not hitting properly. So it looks like they fixed that. Limb veiled adjustments. Increases the nighttide damage after defeating the second night boss to stop people just running out there, I guess, and grabbing heals that they've missed. And adjusted the spawn location of sentient pest incursions. That's a hard word for me. So they are less likely to occur far away from the player character, which would be nice because sentient pests used to take us so far away. So hopefully that'll be a lot easier now. Menu adjustments. Holy is now easier to see. It is actually being made orange, so it's a lot easier to see now. All right. There's a lot of bug fixes. We'll quickly go through some of them. This one's interesting though. Regarding penalties for disconnecting. Adjusted the penalty rate for session disconnecting. And disconnecting from a session due to network issues or quitting the game during a session in progress will now result in a penalty, which may limit multiplayer capacity. Rejoining the session you left will remove the penalty imposed. So I'm assuming that means you won't be able to join a match until that match is done. Would be what I'm assuming. So that's nice. I do think for the new ranked mode you will need that. People will need a little bit of punishment for just like rage quitting all the time. But I guess we'll see how annoying that is. We'll see how long of a wait it is. Alright, and then the final bit, bug fixes. Let's go through these nice and quick. Fixed a bug where post-attack delays for right-handed greatswords were handled by Wilder was shorter than expected when using sorceries and incants with the left-handed weapon right after attacking. So Pacific. So Pacific. Fix a bug where post-attack delay for right-handed greatswords when handling by Wilder was shorter than expected when using sorceries. Who's using sorceries of Wilder? Well, I guess now you can, and you won't have... I guess it's going to do... going to be less buggy. It's going to be normal. I'm guessing you could cast a spell and then go for a really quick attack, and I'm assuming they've taken that away. Fixed a bug where Guardian's Wings of Salvation Ultimate Art could be interrupted by an enemy's attack or any other factor during its activation. I don't think I've seen that, but I have had that happen to me with Raider a few times. Fix a bug where Guardian's weapon art could be deflected or interrupted. Deflected, I would be... I don't think I'd ever play this game again. If I got like deflected by a little skeleton and he deflected my ultimate. That's a sad day. Well, at least that can't happen now. Fix a bug where backstepping as Duchess did not accept pre-inputs for skill commands. Fix a bug where spells cast through using Magic Cocktail could be casted again under certain conditions. Fix a bug where ally player characters could clip through tombstones when Totem Stellar was used. Interesting. We want to be fair, we want to clip through it. We want to clip through all the totems, to be honest. You should have just left that one in. Fixed a bug where spirit summons by Revenant did not revive if their HPs were depleted. Fixed a bug where special effects applied to spirit summons by Revenant would not appear above her. Fixed a bug where Executor could not perform critical hits using the Cursed Sword while holding a weapon in the right hand that cannot land critical hits. Oh, that's an issue. So what, you would be like a flail, I guess? If you got a flail, it wouldn't let you do your criticals. That's an annoying bug. Well, hopefully that's fixed now. Fixed a bug where relic effect HP upon thrusting counter did not apply to Executor's Cursed Sword, so that now works. Fixed a bug where Executor could not use pre-inputs for actions after deflecting an enemy's attack with the Cursed Sword. His Cursed Sword had a load of buffs. Fixed a bug where accumulating effective power of vengeance. Yeah, we saw this one earlier. They've stopped the Mariah's buffs. Fixed a bug where accumulating effect would disappear when opening the large door and moving to the final area. Oh, I didn't see that. I do like the idea of you spending hours or ages doing 3 days worth and then you walk through the door and it takes away all your passive. That is kind of sad. But luckily I've never been lucky enough to find this weapon early on to notice. Fixed a bug where the rarity of weapons placed directly on the field from dormant power might not be displayed correctly. Fix a bug where the rarity of weapons placed directly on the field from dormant power might not be displayed correctly. Oh, like it would say it's legendary, but it wasn't. I think Sigbar had that a few days ago. So that should be fixed now. Fix an issue where passive effects triggered by walking did not activate during horizontal movement with precision aimed shots using bows and crossbows. Huh, okay, so that'll be better for I&I now. That's fun. Fix an issue where a player character could become unresponsive for several seconds after performing an attack from a stance with certain skills. I don't know what that could be, to be honest. There's sometimes when you're using bird that you'll get stuck in your shield stuff. I'm not sure if it's there. Fixed an issue where a passive effect improved charge sorceries was not applied to sorcery shattering crystal. So that should be fixed now. Fixed an issue where frostbite could not be inflicted on player characters due to the accumulation of frostbite status elements from some enemy attacks while using your ultimate. That's another very specific one. Fixed an issue in the battle with Libra, where Libra Creature of the Night could move below the ground under certain conditions. Okay, I've not seen him crawl under the dust and disappear, but apparently that is now fixed. Almost there. Fixed a bug where levels would decrease without healing from flasks when False Blessing occurred during the battle for Libra. Fixed a bug where the player would level down if the False Blessing effect was active during the battle against Libra, even if the action was interrupted by an enemy's attack before the HP was affected. Oh, that's unfortunate. Going for the heal, being staggered and still losing your level. Fixed a bug where blessings would become unusable again after defeating the second night boss. Fixed a bug where player character could perform unintentional moves while using the spectral hawk. I don't know what people were doing up there, moonwalking or something, but that's gone. Fixed a bug where player might not be correctly transported to a battle area if they died from falling during a cutscene while moving to the final battle area in the spirit shelter. That's hella Pacific, and I have not seen that one. Fix a bug where dormant power might not appear upon defeating an enemy under unstable network conditions. So they're blaming us basically and saying it's your shitty connection, and that's why you weren't getting rewards. Okay, hopefully that's fixed. Fix a bug where the effect of used Wending Grace could activate when joining a session after a disconnect. And reduced rendering load for some attacks when fighting Puppy on PS4 and Xbox One. Because yeah, I imagine he was probably demanding for them. And then last little bit, PC adjustments only. Fix a bug where it's difficult to switch targets while with a diagonal input. And improved game stability. So hopefully it feels a little nicer on PC now. Alright, that was a chunky one. We had a lot of patch notes. And hopefully all of these will make perfect sense when we get the new game mode tomorrow. But we will see. We'll see how they feel.